Hi everyone, I am Karan and welcome to Karan's Gyan, and today I'm going to talk about NHPC. I consider NHPC to be one of the cheapest stocks in the green energy segment or the renewable energy segment out there in the market. It has an extremely low valuation, and seeing its consistent dividend track record, as I would say, it has been distributing about 50% of its profit to its investors as reward in the form of dividend over the past few years. And I feel NHPC, seeing the consistent dividends and seeing the extremely low valuation, I feel NHPC is going to be an excellent bet for all the investors out there who want to make a buck really quick. Now, talking about NHPC's valuation, NHPC is a large cap share with a market cap of about 21,000 crores. Its book value is 30 rupees, and price to book value is going at about 0. 0.7. As of now, it is trading at 20 rupees 70 paisa. Dividend yield comes out to be 7%. And if I talk about the share price of NHPC is trading at 20 rupees 75 paisa as of September 9th. If I look at NHPC over the past 1 year, it made a high before the pandemic started at about 27 rupees 75 paisa, and it made a low of about 18 rupees 20 paisa. And looking at the price of 20 rupees 75 paisa right now, I feel it hasn't gone too far away from the low. It is trading quite close to the low price it made of 18 rupees 20 paisa, and it is extremely far away from the high it made in 27th January at 27.75 rupees. So expect a good capital gain over the coming 1 or 2 years. We can expect NHPC to test back the levels of 27 in the next 2 years. Now, talking about the dividend and talking about NHPC's valuation. So, the market participants or the stock market investors, I feel they are making a terrible mistake. They are ignoring the valuation of future projects of NHPC. Now, for example, when you go and invest in a business, you don't look at the sales the business is giving you right now. You would see how fast is this company growing and how much can it grow. The same thing is applied to the stock market. You need to buy shares based on the growth this company has to offer, and the investors are basically discounting this growth. They are not considering this growth of the future projects that are about to come. I'll explain you why. Now, if I look at the operating power stations in NHPC, it's spread all over the country. As of now, its operational power stations or operational power is about 7,071 megawatts. Moreover, the projects that are under construction are at about 5,000 megawatts. So, about 75% of its current power generation capacity would increase in the coming 1 or 2 years. It has got five projects, two in Jammu Kashmir. You can see Kiru, Pakaldul, one in Himachal Pradesh. It is called Parbhavati 2, one in Sikkim called Tista 6, and one in Arunachal Pradesh called Subansiri Lower. Now, if I look at the consolidated capacity of this company, operational capacity is 7,000, which is as of now 5,000 megawatt projects will be added in the coming 1 or 2 years. They are under construction, and about I would say 7,000 megawatt projects are under clearance. So they haven't been constructed till now. They are subject to clearance by the government, since this is a PSU company, and they are under clearance, and the construction should happen in the coming few years, and they should be built in the next 5 to 6 years. So if I talk about next 6 to 7 years, we can expect NHPC's capacity to go to 20,000 megawatts from its current capacity of 7,000 megawatts. So investors need to consider this. They need to see how much capacity would grow in the coming years, and it is more than doubling. Now, if I look at all India's installed capacity, if I look at the power installed capacity of India, India has about 3,71,000 megawatt of power stations, out of which 46,000 megawatt is hydropower. If I look at the 7,000 megawatts of operational power plants that NHPC has in the hydro segment, it provides 15% market share. in the coming years, when the 5000 megawatt projects that are under construction that would be added to the NHPC portfolio, NHPC share in the hydro segment can go up to 24%. And after all these projects are completed in the next 5 to 6 years, NHPC would provide 33% of India's hydropower, which is really intense. Now, talking about one rabbit in the hat, which was hydropower. Now, talking about the bigger rabbit in the hat, which is solar energy. Now, getting to the story of solar energy. NHPC's board on May 29, 2020 announced that it would diversify its business to solar power projects. So now the government, if it would be taking solar initiatives, it will be taking through NHPC, and this is something all investors need to consider, that solar is going to be big in India, and if it is going to be big in India, it can be big through NHPC. Even NTPC has announced solar projects. So NHPC and NTPC should be valued accordingly, and they're not being valued accordingly. Talking about the projects of NHPC, it is said to become India's largest floating solar power provider. It has about 1000 megawatt solar floating solar power capacity, due 500 in Odisha and 500 in Telangana. Odisha government has approved this floating solar power plant, and Telangana is yet to approve. So current status is it is still under clearance. Telangana government is yet to approve this. Talking about the other project, which is excellent, it is the 2000 megawatt aggregate projects anywhere in India. So basically, they gave a tender. They proposed a tender in which it would establish 2000 megawatt of solar panels all over India, and basically this order was backed by Avaada Energy. You should look up Avaada Energy. Avaada Energy is backed by good financiers and good bank. As of now, a letter of award of 1600 megawatts is given, and balance of 400 megawatts is due. So if I add both these, it's about 3000 megawatts. Moreover, it has three other projects that are underway in UP, Kerala, Odisha, worth 222 megawatts. So, what do these numbers mean? Okay, I'll compare these numbers to a company which is quite familiar to all of you. It is called Adani Green Energy. So, let us have a look at the renewable capacity of Adani Green Energy. Adani Green Energy has a renewable energy capacity of 4.6 gigawatts, out of which 2.9 gigawatts is solar energy and 1.7 gigawatts is wind energy. So what is gigawatts? What is megawatts? I'll simplify it for you. 1 gigawatt means 1000 megawatts. So what we can see is Adani Green Energy size is no match to NHPC size. NHPC already has 7 gigawatts or 7000 megawatt of operational hydro projects. Moreover, the 3000 megawatt or 3 gigawatt solar energy projects are underway, but the only difference is here the 3 gigawatt projects are underway, and here Adani Green has already made 3 gigawatts worth of projects in solar energy. So this is the only difference. But if I compare the overall size of NHPC, NHPC is said to be a hydropower player by having 20,000 megawatts or 20 gigawatts worth of capacity in the coming few years, and about 3000 megawatts or 3 gigawatts capacity in solar energy in the coming few years. So if I compare 23 gigawatts to 4.6 gigawatts of Adani Green Energy, Adani Green Energy's valuation is extremely high, and I'm sorry to say that. So I feel NHPC is a good bet. If I compare it to Adani Green Energy, Adani Green Energy is highly valued in the market if you look at its price to book value and price to earnings. Now, having a look at its quarterly results, year on year results. So quarterly results have been kind of okayish, as I would say. Revenue has increased by 6.5%. Finance costs has decreased by about 38%. But if I look at the consolidated net profit has decreased by 18%, mainly because it has given leeway to distribution companies since power demand has become less and there is lesser liquidity in the market. This would improve in the future. Now, if I talk about net sales year on year basis, if I compare it to March 2020, I see the net sales have jumped by about 28%. And I'm sorry, this is quarter on quarter and this is year on year. So if I look at year on year, it hasn't performed that great, but quarter on quarter it has performed decent enough. If I look at the net profit has gone 400% and operating profit margin has also improved. I would like to point out the operating profit margin for this company. It has a 60% operating profit margin, which is excellent in any company. Now, talking about shareholding pattern is basically promoters are government of India, which in this case is President of India. He holds about 70% stake in this company. Mutual funds have about 6% stake. Insurance companies have 7.7% stake. Foreign institutional portfolios have about 4.5% stake, and non-institutions have about 10.35% stake, which is basically retail investors like you and me. Now, talking about the dividend payout, so this is where you need to see. Now, if I look at the dividend payout, we are seeing the net profit, we are seeing dividend, and we are seeing dividend payout ratio. We are seeing the net profit for 2015 to 2016 was about 2,440 crores, out of which 1,600 crores was distributed as dividend, which accounts to 68%. If I look at today they are paying lesser amount of dividend than they paid in 2015 and 16, but it has been stagnant at about 1,500 crores. It has paid 50% of its profit as dividend to investors in order to reward them. So this is an excellent dividend. They are paying good chunks of dividend from the net profit they are earning. So my take on NHPC is buy NHPC. NHPC is giving you an excellent dividend yield of 8%. It has tremendous growth potential. I can see the share go to 40 rupees, 50 rupees in the next 4 to 5 years. Moreover, the dividend over that is a bonus for you. It is like a fixed deposit. Now, so guys, this is my take on NHPC, and I hope you like my video. Thank you very much and have a nice day.